Alright folks, we have yet another awesome video with the Drunken Food Empire. In the words of Stained, I know it's been a while since I've had drunken food.
It's been a while.
Man, anyway. But tonight, we got a pretty good meal planned for everybody. We got some spaghetti. Then spaghetti, the good thing about it, obviously you make it any way you want. You can throw meat in it, you don't have to throw meat in it. You can throw veggies, no veggies, whatever sauces, it doesn't matter. But we're going to do it up just a little bit. As you can see, as always, we have Italian sausage. 1 pound of mild, 1 pound of hot. A good old delicious pound of ground beef there. And I'm not too fancy. I just, whatever sauce, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just whatever flavoring, seasoning you want. We do, as always, for every video, every meal I make, we got green bell peppers, shrooms, onions. I did get a little bit of a bag of cheese there we're going to throw in there. We also have some block Parmesan cheese we're going to throw in there as well. Shred all that shit up just right off the block. Minced garlic as well. But, as always, this video is brought to you by Meiomi Pinot Noir. Vintage 2019. Hell of a year. Think about it. This is pre-COVID. That means it's the good shit. And on top of that, you don't even need a cork for this. And I actually went out, I want to tell you something, folks. In lieu of this, I went out and bought. Spent my hard-earned money on this shit. But anyway, as I always say, you gotta stay hydrated, so we're gonna have just a dabble-do of this delicious red. So, cheers to you. We'll see. Stay with us. Alright folks, we are back, and as I said, we're doing spaghetti tonight. I'll give you the quick rundown. I know I kind of did the last opening scene there, but said we got our pot right here. We got a whole bunch of salt, a stick of butter. We're gonna throw some parsley in there, boil the shit out of the noodles just until they're al dente. And if you don't know what the fuck al dente is, I'll move to Canada or some shit, I don't know. But all I can tell you, it's still got a little chew to it, so to speak. It's not crunchy, but you don't want that shit mushy. You know what I mean? You want a little something, a little texture to it. As you can see, I called an audible. Yes, I will drink this bottle of wine, but also I've got my buddy Mr. Rye. This is Canadian, but it's okay. And as always, Daddy does need his natty. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I really captured the notes of redness and fruit and berries and, you know, the woods, things of that nature, and people's feet in Silicon Valley, it has a very California-esque taste to it, I'd say. That's probably why I disagree with it so much. But anyhow, I digress. I will take one more drink of this, and we're going to start sauteing up and chopping up some veggies here. Got shrooms, peppers, the whole works. I told you that. Yeah. Oh, and this cheese we're going to throw into the spaghetti. Not all of it, but I like that little cheese in with the sauce. It brings a little something to it. Oh, stay right there. Give me about 7 seconds flat. Hold on. We're making homemade-ish garlic bread. This is just plain loaf of Rotella. So I didn't make the bread, I get it. But we're going to do a whole bunch of delicious shit on this. Some olive oil, a whole bunch of butter. Obviously garlic. Garlic powder, minced garlic, the works. And bake that off in the oven. Maybe we'll throw a little cheese on there. I don't know yet. We're going to see. We're going to be adventurous with it. Anyway, cheers to you. As always, stay hydrated. We'll see if this goes down any better than the first sip, but I don't think so. Yeah. Really isn't great. Fuck me. That's no bueno. Nah, no fucking bueno, Holmes. Cheers. Alright, folks. Now, we're going to do vegetables a couple of different ways, so to speak. Now we have peppers, onions, mushrooms, as always in everything I make, every video. We have some minced garlic thrown in here, salt, garlic powder, some black pepper, and this pizza and pasta stuff, deliciousness. Some butter, olive oil, very minimal amounts of Worcestershire sauce. We're going to saute the shit out of this for just a little bit, cook everything down. Now with the meat, we also have some mushrooms, and some raw onions we're going to cook in there with the meat as well. That's going to add a nice whimsy to the proceedings. So might as well. And then after all that, so we're going to boil up the noodles just for a few minutes, give or take. But let's see here. We got that cooking up here. We'll get the meat going. Let's get this son of a bitch out of here. Maybe. I will say, folks, it has been a while since we've done a drunken food episode. Trust me. I've not been taking a break on the drunken, though. Been drinking like Charlie Sheen on a bender and 2.5 Mint days, if you know what I'm talking about. Keith Moon, even good drunks. George Thorogood in his day, anyway. Fuck. George Jones, hell of a drunk. Hell of a singer. True king of country. True story. I want to say it again. George Jones is the true king of country. George Strait's pretty good, but the motherfucker ain't no George Jones. Oh, come on.
George Strait's king of country.
Yeah, my buddy seems to think so, but too bad he's fucking wrong. Doesn't that suck when you're wrong? I'm never wrong, though, so I wouldn't know if it sucks. It's a cross I bear. I'm never wrong. Fuck.
Wrong with you.
Anyway, we're gonna cook the shit out of this stuff for just a little while. I'm gonna grab a stirring spoon of sorts. We have a dishwasher here. Cleaned old good dishwasher. We'll mix up the veggies here. Meat we got going. Hamburger's still a little frozen. I didn't take it out till I got home. Just because I didn't. So let this cook down just a little bit before we put in the sausage. And along with the meat, like I said, we got the peppers. Or, not peppers, we got fucking mushrooms and onions that's going to go in with the meat. Then we're going to use the same seasoning as we did for the other veggies. The garlic powder, a little bit of this. Very minimal amount of salt, but some pepper. And we'll cook all that shit down. There we go, we're getting there. We got a little steam going. So stay with us, folks, and I'm going to try. As you see, this shit is very, very full still. I'm going to try to get this down by the end of the video. No, I'll definitely get this and just a little bit of whiskey. I'll get this. I'll probably get another bottle of whiskey out of the cabinet to get that down. But I'm going to try. Because I'm here for you, my viewers. So I'm going to try to get this bottle of fucking wine down. I'm not going to lie, though. It's no bueno, Holmes. It's no bueno at all. But as always, I'm going to truck on through. Cheers to you. And always stay hydrated. Oh, fuck. I always find if I take a little whiskey after that, it makes it more bearable. Just a little whiskey. And then, if you need to, bring it down the line. Have a little beer. Stay tuned. We'll teach you something. Alright, folks, as you can see, we have a delicious mixture of all the veggies cooked down. About a third. They still got plenty of texture and pliableness to it. Now we got the meat with some of the other mushrooms and onions cooking down as well. But now we're going to bring this all together. Just make all kinds of fucking deliciousness. Look at that. All that delicious. We got some minced garlic powder, the whole shebang, olive oil, the fucking works in there. Nope. I actually put this son of a gun off to the side. Just like so. And might as well boil up some noodles, you know what I mean? Shit. We're on my time, right? Just like so. Super boil. You know, it's a good feature my gas stove has. Like I said, if you don't have a gas stove, sucks to be you, but I have one, so I guess I really don't care if you have one or not. I do appreciate your viewership. I also appreciate your loyalty and patronage to the channel. We're going to keep mincing the shit out of this. And then before too long, we'll throw the sauce in. It'll simmer down a little bit. We first got to drain all the grease off the meat, though. We've got to do that. You can't leave... Oh, hell no. Once this is cooked about... If I stop spilling stuff, Jesus Christ, folks. Every time... There we go. This pot's not exactly big enough, but it's pretty big. It's got 3 pounds of meat in it and probably a pound of veggies, so it's probably good. Whole good 4 pounds of product. Whatever product you're wanting to cook, it doesn't matter what the product is, as long as you have 4 pounds of it. You know what I mean. So, got everything incorporated. I'd like to know, I hate even bringing it up, but I'm gonna do it. Masks. Okay, masks. I want to know what your opinions are on the masks that we all have to still wear. We got this COVID vaccination doowacky coming out, right? I'm not gonna lie, I don't look down on for people that do get it, because people that are very dear to me do have it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Next year I probably will, once they fine tune that shit. I'm not against vaccinations. I think you should vaccinate your fucking kids, you know, for polio, smallpox, all that shit that happened 70 years ago. But COVID now, I've seen people get sicker and shit off the COVID vaccination. I think everyone else has too. Anyway, I digress. I'm not gonna. That's gonna be the only time I'm gonna talk about COVID this entire video. I apologize for it. I didn't go a little rant and rave, but I do want to know. Let me know about what you think about the masks in public. I think it's bullshit. But anyway, that's the end of that. We're talking some spaghetti now. We got some spaghetti, and this hopefully will be some of the best simple spaghetti you'll ever have. I mean, this is some simple shit, folks. I mean, so there ain't no fucking 5-star restaurant. This is just Puddin's Pub. That's all this is. Now, I will send you spaghetti in the mail for $400 a portion. Just saying. I'll overnight it to you even. We already have some water moving around just a little bit. It's not boiling quite yet. But I think with this much meat, I think we're going to probably do... Screw it. Might as well do a full 3 pounds of noodles. And shit, why not, right? You got 3 pounds of noodles there. And then as always, you can never forget about the garlic bread. Which obviously you're going to put olive oil on, some delicious butter, garlic powder, probably some of this cheese, just all kinds of shit. It's going to be great. So anyway, I'm still trucking along on this wine. So we're down to not very far freaking down, but I'm trying. I should get credit for trying, so once again, cheers to you and yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Alright folks, now we have everything combined. The sauce, the noodles, well, we're gonna have the noodles and fucking sauce combined. The meat, the sauce, the veggies, the whole nine. Got her squared away, we got the noodles drained. We're gonna fill the meat in with it because as a good American, you know, you don't just dish that shit up separate. You put the meat in there, fucking thing, just like so. Ever so gently, of course. You don't want to fuck it up. See the way just that nice, delicious noise? Oh yeah, that's good. You do that, mix the shit out of it for a little bit. Simmer it for just a short while. Then we're gonna do this garlic bread up here in just a few minutes. It's gonna be spectacular. Well, it's kind of a weird word to say for spaghetti and garlic bread, but it will be. So, mix it up, give it a good mix. And obviously the reason, I hope everyone knows the reason why you want to soak or cook this all together after you want to make it together. The noodles soak up the sauce. Like, it's really weird to me that some people don't do it this way. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of fucking odd. Why would you not put the meat in the sauce in with the noodles to cook for just a little bit? Simmer, marry together, the whole shebang. Anyhow, we got that going on for us. We got it stirred in pretty well. Good old sketty. Can't go wrong with sketty. But I will say, I got one more thing to put in this bitch. Now, as you can see, I made a boo-boo on myself. Had the cheese grater out. I effed up real bad. Like Scott Peterson type effed up. Cut my thumb. And we're going to throw a handful of this cheese in there and even some of this this cheese mixture into this and just let her eat for a while. Just like so. I like cheesy sketty. I really do. A bit of that. So mix it all together. Let it go until the garlic bread's done. The garlic bread, I'm going to show you here in just a few minutes. I'll go over the details of it, but we'll probably bake it in the oven for about 10-12 minutes, give or take, and then by the time that's done, then we're done, and we'll plate, serve, and feast. So stay with us. And actually, I tell you what, shit. Yeah, I better take a glass of that shit. I'm not gonna lie, off camera, I've been drinking other alcohols. Vodka juice, whiskey, beer, that kind of deal, you know. But I'm committed to drink. Fuck. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna get down. So, cheers to you. And as always, as every scene I will say, stay hydrated. And here we go. Fuck. Alright, folks. Now we're on the home stretch here finally after this debacle of a video. Well, it's actually a pretty good video, to tell you the truth. Just wine sucks. So that's kind of made it less enjoyable for me. Anyway, that rotella bread, just sliced it in half. Obviously, then we've got this mixture. Just regular 1 block Kerrygold Irish butter. Fucking delicious. A dabble of olive oil. A lot of minced garlic. Garlic powder. Some pepper. A little bit of salt. And we're going to drizzle this all over. Then we've got some of the aforementioned cheese left over. We put a ton of this cheese actually off camera into the spaghetti mixture. That's actually what I like. As it, you know, it's my fucking video. We are a team here, but it's, you know, your way, 4-way, every way, which play. It's my fucking video. So after we drizzle all this shit on there, we'll throw a little bit of this cheese on there and a little bit of this. Throw it in the oven for about 10-12 minutes. When the garlic bread's done, pretty much the video's concluded. We'll do the final bite, the whole shebang, and then we're good to go. So I suppose if you want to watch me baste this deliciousness, just like so. Whole bunch of that shit. Just fucking drizzle that bitch on there. Might take a while. Stay with me now. Yep, just like that. Might as well. Fuck it. Nooks and crannies, the tops, bottoms, it doesn't matter. Just like that. Baste the shit out of it. Let it soak in the bread, let it soak. That's a lot of fucking right there. There we go. Mix the shit out of it. All the way to the edges, might as well. I hope this is going to turn out great. I think it will. I've only done this about 10,000 times in minced garlic bread. You can't really fuck it up, to tell you the truth. Some people probably think you can. I happen to think the latter. You can't.
What if you burn it?
Okay, if you're that fucking drunk that you burn it, that's what your camera crew's for. You could burn this bitch. But put your oven for 10 minutes. Don't pass out in 10 minutes. And you'll be fine. You'll have perfect drunken food. I can imagine my cameraman, him burning shit, because he kind of cooks like fucking Michael J. Fox with Helen Keller disease. Or Helen Keller with Michael J. Fox disease. We'll go with that one. Just saying. He actually cooks alright. Yeah. You gotta fuck with your crew, don't you? If you're real good friends, you gotta make fun of each other. Or else you're not real good friends. Look at that. This fucking deliciousness. Anyway, alright, we'll throw a lot of bit of. Somebody's talking in the background, which is fine, you know, but fuck me, you know, we're on their time, you know. Throw a little bit of that cheese on there. Some of this bagged cheese. A whole bunch of cheese. Cheese for everybody. Fuck it. So we'll start out about 12 minutes, call her good. And then the spaghetti's already good, and they're just kind of marrying together. In the oven she goes. At 350, by the way, I think I mentioned that. So. And give me 1 second here, folks, I appreciate it. I said I was going to promise that I'm going to have this wine done by the end of the video, and we're getting there. We got about that much left after that glass. And I'm a fan of alcohol. Love it. Love getting fucked up beyond all kinds of shit. Love it. It's the best part of life is getting fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. But there's a reason why God made whiskeys and bourbons and other types of that. So you wouldn't have to drink fucking wine. I'm not a rich asshole. So, anyhow, get this glass down. And then we'll, by the time we get back, we'll pull everything together and we'll see what's what. So, once again, stay with me and stay hydrated, would you? Alright, folks, now as I promised, we have the final bite coming up. I will say the garlic bread took about 15 minutes instead of 10 or 12, but got the nice crunch on the bottom, right? And then the sketty, I obviously threw some whole bunch of more cheese on this bitch, just because why not? So I'm gonna take this final bite, and then finally, again, as I promised, as you can see, this fucking, not even average, this terrible fucking wine is gonna be done. Then I'll finish very little bit of whiskey and finish that beer. So we're gonna do a bite of spaghetti to see if it slaps and see if it's, what's the other word you people use, the young fucks?
Bussin'?
Yeah, let's see if it's bussin'. Terrible fucking language, you kids. I hope that something, I don't want to say it. Anyway, alright, here's the final bite of this. And yeah, fucking delicious sketty. Grab a little dab of garlic bread with you as well. Might as well. That bitch is bussin'. Absolutely. I might have one more. Just give me one more. That is a very delicious bite of Drunken Fuba Pudding. And here just directly, we're going to be out. But, like I said, I'm going to finish this bitch, finish that, finish that. Cheers to you. Always stay hydrated. We about to be out. We're out.